sweet one bliss. Someone flicks me a back body. Say, oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a full strand, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah.
Good evening. Welcome to iBoxingHub. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and of course share. I go by the name of BIYENGE, featuring yours truly, Tre. What's good?
What's going on, cuz? And what's going on to the people, whoever's tuned in? God bless you. We appreciate you. Before we get into the sponsors, cuz, I need to do a quick birthday shout out to yourself. It was your birthday on the 19th, man. So big up to you on Fight Now. So peace and blessings to you. And today is actually True Dollar Bill show, IBH USA. You know what True's doing, as well as, you know, doing the shows. He's also an artist as well, man. So just for a little appreciation, at the end of the show, we're gonna, you know, preview one of his songs that he's gonna preview, you know, tomorrow, which is launched as well, man. Buckingham Palace 2. So I'm obviously looking forward to that. Big up to you, Karma, as well. Big up to Karmi. Karmi was obviously live with True Dollar Bill, you know, for, you know, the block party by Watch Along, which was, you know, tremendous. So people, if you tune into that, you obviously see Karmi in that as well. But yeah, cuz, before we get into the show, here's a quick word from my sponsors, D-Rock Clothing. Yes, people, you know the spiel by now. It's iBoxingHub in association with D-Rock. So people, take advantage of that discount code, which is iBoxingHub24, and you get 40% off everything. So if you like the hoodie that I'm wearing, if you liked what my cousin was wearing during that boxing skit, head over to the description, utilize that discount code. We've got some new gear that's going to be coming very soon. So we're obviously going to do a little something for that. Karmi is obviously wishing you a belated happy birthday, man. Big up to you, Karmi. We obviously appreciate, you know, everything that you do for the platform. But yeah, cuz, before we obviously get into the show, shout out to the whole of the iBoxingHub family. So yeah, cuz, the reason why I got to do this is because we do shows throughout the week, and the guys and everyone that's involved, they do a tremendous job. You know, Crossroads in Boxing done their Christmas special, which was obviously on Thursday, so big up to them. Even Alexander the Great did his Taylor the Tape on the show as well, man, so people got to see that as well. Fight Night Chronicles, it won't be on tonight, but people just head over to the channel and just check out the legendary shows, because obviously Troll's on his birthday today. And yeah, cuz, let's get down to business, man. It's Sunday, blessed Sunday. I want you to take the lead on this one, man. Where do you want to start?
Well, let's start on the event that took place in Ghana. It was a good event, actually. Yeah.
Big
yeah.
up.
Do you know what? First of all, the main event, I just want to big up both guys, Richards and Aziz. You know, both from South London. What a way to end the event. You know, with that knockout. Both great opponents. You know, let's see what the future holds. I'm just happy that, you know, boxing is now expanded. You know, first it was here in America, obviously Saudi, Dubai, now Africa. May it continue. You know, hopefully one day it can be we can have a big event in our country, in Congo. Do you know what, the Freezy fight, that was a good fight. The Freezy McBone, yeah, his fight was great. That's one of my favorite fights I enjoyed of the event. Unfortunately, he didn't get the win, but you know, look, he'll come back. I want to move over to Boxer's event, the main event.
Because before we move over to Boxer's event,
Yeah.
and I want to talk about this young lad as well, man. Leo Atang.
Yes.
He is going to be the next boxing star, especially coming out of Britain, heavyweight as well. He wiped out his opponent, very easily. And is just someone that I want people to look out for as well. IBH North, the Yorkshire lads have been able to, do something with him personally on the shows when they've done it live, doing an interview. They're obviously going to get him back on the platform, but it would be great for the people to kind of get his perspective on what's happening. Because AJ's his idol, fun enough. So,
Yeah. I can see him in the near future with Moses Atuma.
Oh, can you? Are you doing that, kind?
Listen, look, I spoke about, remember in the past I was talking
Yeah,
about what's his
Wardley.
name?
Yeah,
Woodley, yeah.
yeah,
Now look, see? So yeah, look, yeah, they look, end of the day, he's got a great future. It'll be interesting just to see how far he will go, you know.
yeah,
So
man.
yeah, but just have to wait and see.
Just have to
Um
see. But cuz, look, you mentioned it, boxer.
I
Callum Simpson. The
yeah,
future is now. It was supposed to be the Callum Simpson show, but unfortunately, on the night, Troy Williamson. Big up to Troy Williamson, man, because I've got him on LinkedIn. He actually sent me over his podcast weeks back, and yeah, got to listen to what he's saying, and just the
mm,
fact that he's been able to kind of manifest this, you got to give him ratings, man, because he was the massive underdog. I saw someone actually put a £10 bet on him, and
mm.
they won £100, man. So, boy, it paid for their their coffee or whatever, man. But it just shows you that upsets does happen in boxing, and cause just let me know your thoughts, man. What did you think?
Do you know what? I didn't watch the full fight. I saw the highlights. Question: is there a rematch or no rematch?
That's the thing, cause this is where this is the magic question. This is where if your promoter's done the right job in terms of match clause, then yeah. But we don't know. We don't know if Ben's. But I don't think Ben would have assumed something like this would have happened. This was supposed to be,
It's boxing, isn't
yeah.
it? Anything can happen. I mean, at the moment, like, as we speak, who is who's the star in boxer? Like, when I say the star, you're like who's you got? I know Natasha Jonas is still with boxer, right?
But I don't know if she's still returning back, man, because we don't know. You know what's happened? Because I'll be 100% real with you. What's happened is the Sky deal. Once that kind of fell through, that's where you kind of saw a few names kind of pull out. You got Caroline Dubois, who was on the MVP card, and Natasha Jonas. We've not seen her since that fight that was on Sky Sports, so we don't know what the dynamics is and stuff like that. We don't know if she's going to come back. And the star, essentially, cause from a boxer perspective, was Callum Simpson on the day. So
Uh,
um, we don't know what's happening. We don't know what's going to happen,
I
cause
mean, silly question. I know he lost his European title and Commonwealth title, but if he wanted to, he could still challenge. Not straight away, but he still go. He can still go for the world title route, right?
Nah, you know what? Cause it's kind of set back his journey, man. Because should he have defended his title, then naturally the next step would have been, pushing for the eliminators for a world title and stuff like that. Now, what's happened is Troy's taken his place essentially because he's holding the belts now. He's
I get
got
that.
the European belt. He's got the Commonwealth. He's holding that position now, cuz. So it's
I
up to
get that.
him whether
Mm.
he'll do the rematch again or he'll just, move on, eliminate.
But what? All right. What if? Let's just say if this fight didn't happen, and then he just thought, I just want to vacate. I've achieved what I want to achieve. I want to challenge for a world title or a world title eliminator. I'm sure he could have went. I'm sure he could have done that route. But I know he's lost, but surely he's gonna probably have a couple of warm up fights, and then you know, hopefully challenge for a world title. No, I think he frozen. Hello, are you there? Oh, he's frozen. He's frozen. Yeah. It is what it is. Unfortunately. I would like to talk about the big main event. And when I say big main event, I'm talking about the main event that took place in Miami, the Jake Paul and AJ fight. Oh, he's back. Okay, he's not back. Apologies for this technical issue.
Yes, cause
Yes, you're back.
people, yeah,
Yeah, no.
apologies.
So what I'm saying was,
You saying?
let's just say if this fight never happened, and he just thought, I'm the European champion. I just want to move on. I want to challenge for a world title, whatnot. He could have done that, right?
Yeah, you could have, yeah.
I suppose because he's a former European champion. I'm sure he can still go down that route, like to challenge. Not straight away. Yeah, obviously he probably needs a few fights to climb up the ladder on the rankings, but it is what it is. Lost to the better man on the night doesn't mean you have to go back down again on to domestic level, etc. No.
Yeah, no, you're right, 100%. But it's not a setback, but in a way, it's a banana slip. He's running and he's had that banana slip, and he just needs to get back up, and then he just needs to decide what they're gonna do next. Are they gonna go straight in for the rematch, or are they gonna go a different route, which is what you're saying? They could kind of skip it, but as a man, and you're competitive, you want to right your wrongs before you kind of move forward, because it's kind of you've made a mistake or you've gone through a problem and you're like, let me just put that to the side. Do you get?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, sometimes it's just like, no, I understand. Oh, I think you're frozen again. No, I get it. I get it. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Should there be a rematch, it'll be interesting just to see what the outcome will be. If not, then I suppose Trey Williams can, go about his business. Apologies, guys. Technical issue again. Do apologize. Should be back soon. Yes, as I was saying, the big main event that I was looking forward to, I actually enjoyed, was the Jake Paul vs AJ. Now, look, let's be real, people. We all knew Jake Paul was going to lose anyway. The ones who are delusional for Jake Paul was actually going to beat AJ. But just remember, AJ's been out the ring for 15 months, right? 15 months. I know his performance wasn't great, but it wasn't him who was saying that he was going to knock out Jake Paul. Oh, you're back again, Pella. You there? Okay, he's not there. You there?
Yeah, sorry about this, cuz, man. It's
No, it's cool,
crazy
cool.
technical difficulties there, man.
No, it's cool, it's cool. Let's talk about
I'm
the
here.
big event, man. The
Yeah,
big
yeah.
event,
Can
the
you hear me?
event that's trending. Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes. All right, let's talk about the big event, the Friday event, the event that took place in Miami.
Yeah. All right, cool. What you saying?
Well, start us off. Obviously, you've got your views and your opinions, etc. So start us off.
All right, cuz, man. So once again, big up to both competitors on the night. As you know, Joshua, AJ, done his job, did what he was supposed to do, against the inexperienced fighter in Paul, and the shot that he eventually landed, in the 6th round was obviously the shot that ended things for the night. From a boxing perspective, it was kind of good that the casuals were introduced to this fight. And the reason why I kind of said that it's a good thing that the casuals were into this fight is because I even had, like, my mum today, like, it came up on her, feeds or whatever. My mum was like, oh, Joshua fought. That's when it kind of got to my mind that, so this fight has traveled so far that even my mum's kind of picking up the algorithms on her phone. So from that perspective, you got to obviously give the guys credit. But for me, because I can't even lie, and Joshua would say the same himself, the performance wasn't the best performance, but here is actually what he was saying before the fight, into the lead up to the fight, which eventually led to the knockout, man. Here's a little clip of what he was saying.
If you remember what I said, I did say to you is that, Jake, what's going to happen? I'm going to see a time when I'm going to take your soul and you're either going to give up or you're going to get knocked out. I'm going to take his soul. When you're fighting, you can just see a small glimmer of someone that's just about to start fading. Some people give up, some people get knocked out.
Summed it up perfectly, cuz man. So after watching the fight again, obviously on the night, I was thinking, why didn't he stop him, inside 3 rounds or 2 rounds or whatever? Clearly, one person, like you said, came to survive. Another person obviously came to seek and destroy. You know what it looked like, cuz now looking at the fight, it was like Tom and Jerry. It was like a cat chasing a mouse around the house until eventually he caught him and ate his prey, man. But those were obviously my initial thoughts, man, on your boy, man. He did what he had to do on the night. Was it good for boxing? I don't think it had any benefit to Joshua. It was more of on a Jake Paul, he can take this and be like, yeah, man, I went, 6 rounds. But when you think about it, did he really go with there with honor? As in, me personally, I'm not going to lie, if I was Jake Paul, yes, we all probably would have ran, but because it's a big stage, I would have just scrapped it with him at some point. Like, yeah, let's have it, man. If I'm getting knocked out, I'm getting knocked out. F it, man. People paid to see a scrap. And, yeah, that's just my initial thoughts, Cuzman. But he's your boy. What you saying, Cuzman?
At the start, yeah, when there was a few rounds, I think it was round 3. Because also I predicted, between round 1 to 3, he's getting knocked out. But then when Jake was running and dropping on the floor and wrestling with AJ, etc., I got annoyed most with the referee because I thought, the ref is probably in it as well. Do you know what I mean? I thought, this is going to go to distance. It's just going to look stupid, But from when the ref said, listen, something along the line, stop this crap, people paid to see a fight. Do you know what I mean? That's when I thought, oh, this is it. This is it now. And I just remember when Jake felt AJ's power. I think he punched him in his chest, and Jake just had chicken legs. Like he just, yeah, I don't know, but he felt the power. He felt the power. That's when he thought, yeah, he effed up. But kudos to him though. Look, end of the day, look, he did what he needed to do. But the maddest thing is, yeah, like sometimes it's true when people say, the boxing world or the boxing fans or casual fans, whatnot, they're a bit fickle because they're saying, all right, Jake Paul lasted longer than the likes of what's his name? What's that guy AJ fought? Not Ngannou, the guy that he beat for the IBF title.
Charles Martin.
Charles Martin,
No, scenario, man. No, that's different. Yeah, that's
Charles
different.
Martin.
Man.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, the internet's just, it's a bit. I mean, look, those lot are boxers. They were there to trade. Do you know what I mean? That's what boxers do. They trade. And, Jake wasn't there to trade. He was there to survive. Obviously, in his world, it's amazing what he done. But the reality is, yeah, he got knocked. He got hurt. Like, he broke his jaw. Do you know what I mean? Like, that was a statement enough. It's just to show you how hard he hits. But, yes, the performance wasn't great because, look, at the same time, look, he's been out of the ring for 15 months, yeah. And this ain't no excuse at all, but it's saying, like, look, he's been inactive, right? He's come to fight, okay, a YouTube or whatever. But Jake is running. You can't expect him to perform well if someone's running from you. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like when, what's his name? Malik Scott fought the Boogeyman. All he was doing was just running. Like even Eddie Hearn said it was all crap. He lost anyway, but it was just shocking, like, because he just didn't want to trade. The whole point of boxing, like, I get it, is to hit and not get hit, the sweet science. But the reality is you're gonna get hit. But if you're there just to run, what's the point? You just rob the public. He's still there. He frozen. Oh, you there,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
I'm here.
so look,
Listen,
yeah, the performance wasn't great, but like, look, end of the day, he got the W. It would have been more embarrassing for the boxing world if it went to distance. And let's just say, I don't know, if it was a draw, then that's when I'd be like, whoa, what's going on? But then at the same time, I do think AJ was a bit easy on Jake Paul, just a little bit, because he wanted to break him down. Because obviously Jake was just running. And I understand you said, yeah, but AJ's supposed to cut the corners. But do you know what? I don't think AJ's fought anyone like Jake Paul before. When I say like Jake Paul, like everyone who he fights here, they don't run. They trade, or they got good defense. But Jake was just on the back foot running, and until he gassed out. So dude, and plus the ring was bigger for Jake. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, cuz man, you actually hit the nail right on the point there.
And
The
I
ring
also
was
think Jake Paul's manager, I think they asked him a question. I can't remember along the line was, I think he said that Jake Paul was a skillful fighter or something like that, like better than AJ. Now, I don't know if he's saying it because he's on the payroll or if he's actually delusional. I mean, like, come on, dude, like this is a two-time former heavyweight champion. Uh, Come on, let's not be silly now. Like I said, the power of delusional, I get it. I get it. You have to be delusional. You have to self-believe. You have to make things. I get it, but come on, your guy he got hurt. He got hurt.
Yeah, no, cuz you obviously said it best. The knockout. Yes, it was obviously devastating. Yes, it broke his jaw in two places, I believe. But yeah, Joshua obviously ended up getting the job done. I think he obviously said it best. He's not been in a ring with these kind of fighters before. The only criticism I would have with Joshua, and this is nothing on him, he's kind of showed this throughout all the fights that I've watched him, is that it's the more cut in the ring. That's maybe something that he can maybe work on now with Team Usyk to, in those situations like that, he could have maybe got him out, a little bit sooner. But at the same time, the ring is big. Like you said, the guy's running. One guy's plan is to survive. The other guy's plan is to seek and destroy. When you obviously put that together, the matchmaking is not really perfect because it looks like one guy is chasing another guy all around the ring. So that's why you could see why His Excellency says, I don't like Tom and Jerry, small ring. So it makes sense why he likes to do the small rings to avoid, those kind of fights, man. So, look, at the end of the day, Joshua ended up getting his job done. We obviously saw an event in Ghana. I can't lie to you because if we don't see, I know we're kind of skipping ahead here. If we don't see, the fight that we all want to see, him versus Fury. If we don't see that next, cuz I know this is a bit of a dream, man, but Rumble in the Jungle 2, Martin Bakoli, let's have it. We're seeing fights in Ghana. We're seeing fights in Nigeria. Let's bring a fight back home to Congo, man, because funny enough, someone actually asked me today, one of my boys, man, obviously big up to Mitchell, man. He obviously brought this up, man. He was obviously saying that, we should see more fights in Congo in the future. But then in my mind, I'm thinking, we kind of set the precedent when we had Rumble in the Jungle 1, but we've not had an event since then.
Yeah,
That event was so big that all these other events can't override that event. So this next event that we've got to do back home in Congo has to be a big. It has to be a big one, cuz. It has to be a big one.
I think we need Don King involved.
Yeah, cuz. Cool. Don King knows it, man. So I reckon he can make it happen. Why not? His Excellency give King a call.
It's true. That was like a massive event. No, it's true. It's true.
Yes,
I mean,
BRC stand up, of course. Now, big up to you, Kami, man. Just the fact that you know about Congo, man. Big up to you. Yeah.
No, do you know what? For me, I don't know what's stopping Fury fighting AJ, because the reality is, look, some will say Fury needs AJ, some will say AJ needs Fury, but I believe they both need each other to make this fight happen. I suppose the only way this fight doesn't happen if somebody gets greedy and tries to outprice themselves or wants more percentage. Do you know
That's
what I
why
mean?
we've got His Excellency.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is like the reality. That's what could happen. But the thing is, like, I just don't understand why it's not happening. I don't understand that. If anything, they could just make this fight happen next. Forget the warm ups and that. Let's just have it. You know,
The
because
warm up, cuz man.
yeah. But I suppose maybe they want a warm up because it's just like, look, it's been over a year, yeah, and do you know what I mean? You just want to get back in the groove again. So I don't know. Look, I could be wrong. Next week they could decide, be like, no, look, this is what's happening. They're fighting in summer. Da, da, da. I mean, I hope so, but I just don't know what's stopping Fury from making the fight. You know, like, I'm not saying no, he's scared of him. No, I'm not saying that, but I just don't understand. I mean, like, he's fought the likes of Usyk and Wilder. Obviously, Wilder's a heavy hitter. Well, back then anyway. Um, do you know what? Yeah, I know we've said it so many times in the pod, but I think that's gonna be like, I could be wrong, but I believe them two in Wembley Arena, so Wembley Stadium. I believe they can do 100,000 seats.
Cuz, like
I
we
believe
said in the last show, man, we need to see 105 or something. We need to see them break
Ooh,
the
that's a bit
record.
too much, but yeah, I believe they can do it. I believe it will be, but the card itself has to be a good card as well. I just don't want it to be, oh, it's just them. It has to be a good card. Um, I don't know what's stopping them. I mean, look, it's interesting because on paper, some will say Fury, will win, judging on AJ's performance the other day. But because he's with Team Usyk and they know what Fury possesses and what he does, I believe he will know what he needs to do when he's in the ring with Fury. Um, yeah, it'll be a good fight. It'll be a good fight. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it's
cuz.
for me. I'm saying it's a 50-50. I'm just saying it's a 50-50 because I just need to see them two. I want to see how round one will go. Would Fury be showboating, or would it really be like, I'm gonna put it on him? Do you know what I mean?
You know Fury, man. Fury is gonna come with his jittery style,
Yeah.
and if should that fight happen anyway, man. But I
It
think at
has
the
to,
end of the
man.
day,
Do you know what? It's
it had,
giving Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao vibe. So it's gonna happen. There's no point. Let's just say if they both retired and they thought, you know, now let's come out of time and make it happen. There's no point. So whilst they're active boxers, I mean, Fury's come out his 10th or 100th retirement now. So that only it makes sense that, because Usyk is not going to give Fury another opportunity unless Fury fights Woodley, and let's just say if he was to beat Woodley and then challenges Usyk, I suppose financially it makes sense again. But the reality is, you're like, look, let Woodley do his thing, and AJ Fury, you two, come on, let's have it. Yeah, let's have it.
yeah, no, cuz 100%. You obviously said it best. Of what you were saying, even just before you mentioned about the Wardleys and the other fighters, they need each other. You know, for their legacies, they need each other. I know, Joshua's a two-time, unified champion. You got obviously Fury, who's been a multiple-time champion, who's obviously held all of the belts at one, not at the same time, but he's had all of the belts before. I still think they need each other. It's something that the UK needs, Britain needs it, the world needs it. I don't want it to get to the point where, like you mentioned, they might retire and be like, oh yeah, let's come back. It will just lose that strike when the iron's hot.
Yeah,
AJ did the right thing at the end of the fight by, relighting the flame, because obviously during
yeah,
the press conference he was kind of just, brushing it out and just focused on Jake Paul naturally. But after the fight, he obviously came out and said, Fury ready. So AJ's ready. It's obviously down to Fury now on his end to deliver, and I'm sure His Excellency, can deliver in terms of producing the numbers that both fighters need. So everyone is happy. So yeah, fingers crossed that happens, cuz. But I'm just also putting it out there as well, His Excellency. If Fury for some reason can't do it, Martin Bacoli, AJ, Congo, Rumble in the Jungle too. Please. I know obviously AJ will be the away fighter in that situation, but look, just the energy, the love that AJ gets here in the UK and wherever he goes in USA, he'll get that love, especially from yourself and the rest of the people there. He'll get that support up there in Congo, man. But I think that would be a great event, man. And plus you're giving the home fighter, a great opportunity for the country, man. But let's just see. That's just dreaming anyway. Just because we've been able to see fights in Ghana, Nigeria as of recently, it's good that the promoters are opening their eyes, to Africa, man, back home, man. So let's see, man. So Eddie, if you're listening, make it happen for your boy, man. That would be truly tremendous. But yeah, cuz, let's just quickly just run through a few of the cards, of course, man. Harvey, Jamal Harvey produced a tremendous, a victory. So this is an Olympian. He come out just from the Olympics, signed from MVP, had his first pro fight a few months ago, then just had his second one, and it was a tremendous performance. So just big up to Harvey in that one. Sugar Neeks, man, her, man. She just produces the goods. She's still obviously undisputed, but it was a great fight with Gale. It was a messy one. Both of them were bleeding, as you can see in the picture, but it was a great showcase, for the event, man, because we actually had the proper fighting before the circus show, which is the main event, man. No, not saying that in a disrespectful one, but it is what it is, man. And Caroline Dubois, once again, man, she's truly special, cuz I can't even lie. She just has the star power in terms of, producing the goods. She looked good doing it as well. Very slick, showed her power. And it was just a great introduction to the American public, man, because the American public kind of see her as Danielle Dubois', younger sister, but she just came in and, she came to shine, man. So big up to her as well. And also Baumgartner, she obviously produced the goods on her night as well against Bourdieu. So it was a good fight. 12 rounds as well, 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, they're making history here, man, in terms of, doing more of these fights, man. So love Jake or hate Jake. We obviously saw what happened on the night, but as a promoter, MVP Promotions, they're doing a tremendous job, especially just the fact that they're able to showcase their fighters on Netflix, man. So that for a platform in itself, especially for an Olympian just coming out of the Olympics and on your second fight, obviously it wasn't aired on. Yeah, he was actually on Netflix. Yeah, he went in the prelims. He was on Netflix, man. So imagine that, cuz, man. So big up to MVP on that one, cuz, man. And I'm just excited, man. I can't even lie to you. I'm just excited about what happens next, man. So, cuz,
yeah.
See, this is nearing off the end of the show. If you were to put your futuristic hat on, for 2026, what is the fight that you most likely see happening? Definitely, that's not been confirmed.
Do you know what? There's two fights. No, there's one fight actually. Derek Chisol's 50th fight. He's saying he wants Wilder, and that would be a good fight. When I say good, I mean like interesting just to see where Wilder's at. And for him to fight Derek here at the O2 Arena, because it would. Wilder's, his name carries weight, so it'll be a good fight. It'll be a good scrap just to see, will Wilder knock out Derek, or will Derek knock out Wilder?
Yeah, it'll be a good one, cuz it would actually be a good one. Oh, cuz, sorry, actually did the disrespectful one to the legend himself, man. Anderson Silva, cuz, man, just very quickly, cuz.
Oh my God! Yes, how can I forget that?
Oh my days, Anderson Silva, cuz. It was just 51 years old, cuz. Yo, let me say this, cuz, man, just before anything, yeah. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember during the press conference? I don't know if it was the press conference or weigh-in. They Ariel asked him something, to say something in Portuguese to his Brazilian people. He said just one line, and Ariel just said, like, what does that mean? He started laughing. Don't worry, boy. From there, man, I just knew, man, he's gonna produce something special and something like that. Cuz I wasn't ready for that, man. Just break it down, man. What did you think about it?
I don't think Woodley was ready for that. I don't think Woodley was ready for that because that he wasn't ready. He just wasn't
He
ready.
wasn't ready, cuz. He weren't ready,
And
man.
after he see that he was, I think he's just, I don't know. Do you know Woodley? Yeah, when he first fought Jake Paul, I thought, yeah, done all right. The second fight, the way he got knocked out, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he got knocked out, the way Jake Paul knocked him out was disgusting. But this
Yeah.
uppercut was terrible.
This was
But,
like
uh,
age is nothing but a number
a
uppercut.
number, yeah, nothing but a number, mate. Nothing but a number. So
Deadly.
yeah.
Deadly. Nah, big up to Anderson Silva and that. Would you want to see him fight again? Like after that?
Do you know what? It's hard because it's just like I'm saying that he's an old man now. In a good way. It's just like just be a coach who, I suppose look, he's an athlete, isn't it? So me personally, I wouldn't want to see him fight. But do you know what? Nah, I wouldn't. Nah.
He loves it, cuz. No, cuz the one thing that I really do respect about Anderson Silva is, I know we're kind of going off time here. I know you got to do things, so sorry about that, cuz that we're going off topic. Because this is a good subject. The reason why, like, it was quite good to see everything kind of manifest the way it went, because they asked him, why do you still box? Or why are you still in combat sports at this age? He kept on saying that I love it, it's my passion, I really enjoy, working, I'd love to do this. So this is clearly someone that just loves to work, loves to do what he does, and he's enjoying it, he's having fun, man. So can you really, or can we really, as people, say to a man, stop, you should stop doing it, man, because your age, man. But I guess
It
just
does come to a point where your age. Look, they say the older you get, your body changes. You're not as strong or athletic as you was 10, 20 years ago. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
So you have to look after your body, but at the same time, who are we to judge if he loves it? And it is what it is. But what he done, it was a shocker. It was just, I thought Woodley was going to be in, because I just thought Woodley's the younger guy,
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I was wrong, because I think some say it was short notice for Woodley.
Yeah, it was short notice. Last minute, yeah.
But I'm beginning to think, they're making excuses every time he gets knocked out. It's short notice. I don't think it was short
No,
notice.
but it's kind of the whole logic of stay ready as opposed to get ready, cuz like as a athlete, as an elite
You said it best.
athlete, stay ready.
Be ready.
Just
But
in
that's the
case
thing. They're not. They're
opportunities
just
will come.
doing whatever they're doing, in it. But boy, is what it is.
Our,
Is what it is.
our brother Bacoli is the true example of you need to be staying ready, not getting ready. Because when you're getting ready in that situation, I know there's a lot of money on the line. It cost him essentially that spot that he had for a title, man. So I think that has to be the quote of the night, man. You got to stay ready, not get ready, as an athlete, because you just don't know when that call is gonna come, man. So yeah, that's a nice way, for us to wrap up the show, man. But once again, cuz I know we've obviously gone over the time by a few minutes, man, but it's just the energies is good. We're covering good topics, of course, and once again, your boy obviously produced the goods. You're happy, you're gassed, and he's smiling.
Yes.
That smile he has, man. Cuz Jake Paul should have shouted you, man, because I didn't see no head movement trying to come in the inside. I didn't see none of that, man. He was just trying to run away.
These they don't listen. They're delusional. They don't listen. But well, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yeah, man. All right, then, cuz. Well, look, we shall continue this again as of the next week, Wednesday, Christmas Eve. But people, thank you for your support. Keep supporting, keep tuning in. We've got more and more things happening. We've got a few more features coming on board, etc. But have a lovely, productive week. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Before we obviously go through the outro, we're obviously going to play True Dollar Bills newest single, which you can stream on all platforms. So we're just going to run that before the outro. But peace and blessings to the people. God bless. Appreciate you and have a tremendous Sunday. Peace and love, people.
Yo, Van, this is what they've been waiting for. BHP, part 2.
You say Thomas Jefferson, we say Giggs. You say Virgil Abloh, we say Clint. Carol Vorderman's not Carmen Electra. You say Winston Churchill, we say Skepta. You man started this rap thing, we get grimy. Christopher Columbus, we call Wiley. Drop bars and goals, if it ain't that, they're doing the most. You know who's guest and who's the host.
Say chicken and waffle on Sunday roast.
Get bread, but I know greed's just
It's another band. All the Mars and cars now, whichever get up. I talk my card with a sweet one, please. Someone flicks me a bag, but say, oh.